Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Phi and this is Money Philosophy. Thank you for coming back for another day of Tesla analysis. Today, as usual, we will talk technical analysis and then we will look at the price targets for the next couple of days as well as the next couple of weeks. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing. I am a growth stock investor and a trader, and I'd love to share with you my investing and trading journeys. Without further ado, let's get right into it. So here's the daily chart for Tesla. The price action today is also encouraging. Encouraging because it ends the day in slightly green and that it is back to the consolidation range. Previous consolidation range over the last couple of weeks, as you can see here on the upper end, it is around $945 and the bottom is about $904. So today it ends right in between that area. Also, here is still staying in between 50 days SMA, now adjusted to 987, and 200 days SMA adjusted to $823. However, the volume today was very low. It's another low volume day at 60%. Yesterday, it was also around 62%, give or take, and the day before was also below 100%. So we've had 3 consecutive days of very low volume. And Tesla is holding this $900 range, which is a good sign. However, it does need volume and catalyst to move one way or another. If you zoom out a little bit, once again, we still see very prominently the double top, even multi-top situation here. Right now, Tesla is determining whether it could hold on to the current price action or is going to break down further. If it can hold on to this level at $900, which was the beginning of the breakout point, back in October, then it could possibly spike further. But in order for it to resume bullish, it needs to stay above $987 with volume in order for me to believe that it would resume bullish. If it keeps stay in this consolidation range, it is waiting for news, and whether the news would be coming out of Giga Austin or anything else, we don't know. But absent a major catalyst, it doesn't seem to be wanting to rise significantly. Looking at the hourly chart here, we can see a little bit of a RSI divergence today, meaning that while the price action is moving sideways, RSI is moving up. So there's a tiny bit of information where Tesla could potentially spike. The hourly candle on the next to the last hour of the day is also very strong, and you can see here the volume spike dramatically, predominantly by volume for the last 2 hours of the day. So that's definitely good news for Tesla. However, it still just end the day right around consolidation area. If it didn't spike, it would be ending the day at the low end of the consolidation range. And because it spiked, it ended the day in the middle range of the consolidation range. Once again, it's not super exciting, but it does help to know that Tesla is holding on to a consolidation area. On the hourly chart, if you zoom out a little bit, you can see that this is almost like a double bottom as well. So one bottom was over here back when it touched $792. Another bottom over here, which is earlier, a couple of days ago, when it touched around $835 or so. So right now, 50 days SMA at $987 serve as a very strong resistance. And if Tesla gets back up there, surpass 987, then we have a lot of hope for Tesla to spike back in the 1,000 area. The trading range for tomorrow is similar to today. The upper pivot point is $941. The middle pivot point is $917, and the bottom pivot point is $908. Pending any major bad news, I think Tesla should be holding on to this range another day, which is also very good because for as long as it stay above 904, I think it has a chance, a very decent chance to spike to above $987 if and when the right catalyst comes around. Looking at the weekly chart here, I know we are only 3 days into the week and a lot can happen in the next 2 days, but based on this weekly candle, it seems to be reversing the direction from the week before. But overall, it is still not super bullish. Quite frankly, it is at a base of the bear flag, if you will. There are four consecutive candles prior to these three consolidation candle on the downside. So it is very much a bear flag right here. However, it stays above 200 days SMA and above 50 weeks SMA, which is also a decent opportunity for it to bounce. If Tesla were to move below 796, the chance of it bouncing would be severely less. So I'm hoping that Tesla can continue to stay in between 50 days SMA and 200 days SMA to the extent that it doesn't spike further. At least it should just stay here. If you look at the bigger picture, it seems to be like another correction like it did way back in February, March timeframe, or all the way to May of 2021. So it did a major correction there, and then it started to spike up again. So it seems like it takes some time in the consolidation range. Although I must say that the correction this time has been pretty painful and has been longer than other correction, but it is Tesla. Its nature is highly volatile. So I don't expect anything less. And I think that if Tesla can get out of this range and rise to above 987, it has a very good opportunity to get back to 1100 and potentially 1200 and ultimately make a new all-time high. So that also have to depend on macroeconomics environment between inflation, rising interest rate, consumer demand, on top of Tesla's ability to produce and deliver. If all the stars align for Tesla, I think it could easily get to above a previous all-time high. But that's a lot to ask in this current climate where consumers are worrying about inflation, prices rise across the board, supply chain constraints still there. We also see rising interest rate that could potentially affect housing and all of that. So there's a lot to be said in the next couple of months for Tesla to decide whether it wants to move up or down. However, as a Tesla investor, I believe that Tesla will weather through all of these macroeconomics environment and rise in the back half of the year. We just need to wait patiently for the right catalyst from now until about May or June. Now, if in April, Tesla reports excellent Q1 2022 delivery, that could also be a reason for the stock to spike further. Keep in mind that Q4 of 2021 was a record quarter, and usually there is a drop from Q4 to Q1 of the year after. This may not happen because Giga Austin has started producing Model Y, and it looks like these Model Ys are on their way to be delivered. So that could boost Q1 production as well as Q1 delivery result, and that could be a major catalyst for Tesla. But from now until then, we still have another month and a half. I do want to note an RSI divergence on the weekly chart here. So as you can see, the last 4 weeks, while the price action is slightly moving sideways, flirting around $900 area, RSI has been moving up. So that is a decent sign of divergence. It does not mean that Tesla will spike tomorrow, but it means that it is one of the important signals to say that Tesla could potentially reverse trend and move up. So what does this mean for Tesla traders and investors? For investors, if you are long-term, there's only one way to go, which is hold on to your investment, add every time Tesla has a red day. Hold on to it until the next breakout. Hopefully it will break higher than 1243, which was the previous all-time high. For traders, I think that right now is the time to wait because if Tesla doesn't do anything, especially with low volume, you're just losing time and premium decay would be a result. If you have been holding on to options from, say, right after earnings until now, it probably have not done anything unless you enter at the bottom at around $790. Otherwise, it has not been really been in the green at all, especially if you have 2 to 3 weeks out, it doesn't really do anything. And that's the downside of trading after earnings, is that it doesn't really have any major catalyst, and Tesla is very sensitive to news, whether good news or bad news, right? So I don't think that it's necessary for us to stay in any call options right now waiting for a breakout. It'll be a lot safer in my mind, even if you have to pay a higher premium with the breakout. So for right now, it's a wait and see for me. I'm not really doing anything in particular in my trades, and Tesla shares, I continue to hold on to them for now. In the meantime, I would recommend watching news channel like Stephen Mark Ryan or Tesla Daily for various news and fundamental analysis on Tesla while waiting for the right opportunity to trade Tesla. But other than that, I hope you have found the information helpful here. As a Tesla shareholders, I want to encourage all of you to hold on to your shares. Don't be discouraged. This is just a temporary moment in Tesla stock with lower volatility, with consolidation, but in the long term, shareholders should be rewarded for believing in a company and a visionary leader that will get us together into a much more sustainable environment. Other than that, thank you very much, and I hope to see you in the next video.